Alright YouTube, it's time for Occult Literature video number 93, Pagan Ideas of Immortality During the Early Roman Empire. I decided to subtitle that instead of keeping it with the main title because it doesn't just cover the early Roman Empire, nor does it even just cover paganism. Essentially, it's a fairly good expose. It's relatively short. It's 32 pages in length, but it's extremely deep, rather dense. It's very academic style material. History-wise. What it goes into is a little bit about, essentially, for instance, Mithra, the overlap between Mithra and how it influenced Christianity. Now, this text doesn't make the leap of comparing Jesus directly with Mithra, simply some of the religious trappings as they relate to immortality. As always, you can purchase my edition of this work off Amazon, link in the description, second link to my books blog. If you're more into the academic side, I've got more material available, also some how-to occultism, actual summoning guides, spell books, and so forth. This work, though, it dwells heavily upon philosophers of sort of the antiquated period, during the Roman Empire and some centuries before. Specifically, how these various groups of philosophical schools and their leaders, their members, viewed the concept of the afterlife, reincarnation, the purging of sin, what is good and evil, and so forth, because views ranged from one degree to another. Essentially, it isn't until later that you get most of these different groups arguing for the immortality of the soul, sort of Neoplatonism and so forth. Before that, a lot of these groups saw either the human soul simply melted back into some sort of cosmic soup upon death, or there were repeated lives, but eventually, indeed, they stopped. It roughly is akin, this doesn't go into it, but it goes into the concept of sort of the Norse religion, sort of there's two aspects, essentially, of Norse spirituality. The one is that the cycle of life completes totally and then everything's done. The other would be that Ragnarok is sort of a symbol of just the ending of a cycle, the renewal of another one. In the modern age, most people around the world believe in some sort of immortal soul. That is, they believe either in reincarnation, which is endless, and or if you do escape from it, you still are there in some sort of form, whether it's ethereal or physical, or they believe in a heaven or a hell or some similar concept. Early mankind, though, outside of certain mystery sects, didn't really believe in that. What this text argues is that it's those sort of mystery cults as they get imported into Rome. Those are the ones really influencing the concept of the soul within Romandom and, of course, within early Christianity as well. It's a very good text, very well written, quite in-depth. It goes into a lot of quotes by some of the philosophical leaders of that era. Altogether, one of the best written little handbooks that I've had the pleasure to edit. So if you're interested in sort of the debate over, I know this is sort of like the devil, his origin, decadence, is to demonology in a historic sense, as this is specifically to the more pagan ideologies of Rome, and somewhat before and also thereafter. It does speak very briefly about sort of the Middle Ages. And so, as always, link in the description to where you can purchase the edition on Amazon that I've released, second link to my books blog. That's about all. Peace out.